So if you guys clicked on this video, it's probably because you're struggling to get your first client, right? You guys are probably sending, a ton of outreach, doing hours of fucking cold calls or cold SMS or emails a day. And you're probably getting no fucking replies and can't manage to close anyone. It's probably very, very frustrating. I went through the same shit. So getting the first client is the hardest part for most people, but it's actually very, very simple. So I scaled my agency from 0 to 35K a month in literally the first fucking 30 days. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how exactly to get your first client as fast as possible. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first step obviously is the niche and the offer selection, right? You got to make sure you have a good niche. You got to make sure you have an offer in place so you can sell these guys in the first place. So you guys want to pick a high ticket service, whether that be roofing, kitchen, bathroom remodeling. Let's see what else, concrete, landscaping, shit like that. So you guys want to have an irresistible offer, right? That is very, very good. Like they're fucking stupid to say no, right? That good of an offer. So an example of this is we help, roofers book 15 plus appointments per month, all on autopilot, right? Something like that. The reason why is because you want to avoid being fucking generic, just saying, oh, I'm going to run you Facebook ads. Like, what the fuck is that, right? You want to have an offer, right? Like, hey, I'm going to make you, 100 grand within 3 months, something like that. Or I'm going to guarantee you, 50, 60 qualified appointments within 3 months. Shit like that. It works very, very well. Step 2 is you guys got to build a prospect list. You guys want to find 100 plus potential clients either using, you could use Google, you could use Facebook, you could use LinkedIn, right? Those are very, very good sources. Or you guys could use like Apollo.io or Scrapey to scrape leads, or LeadZinger is a very good one too. And you guys really want to get the decision maker's contact info. This is very, very important, like the top guy. You guys also want to track your shit too. Track it in like a CRM or a Google Sheet, right? It's very important. Like, you don't want to miss out on leads. Like, if someone says yes to a text message, like, hey, I want to do this, or send me more info, and they don't respond on the first call, don't just like stop contacting them, right? They might have just been busy. It doesn't mean they're ignoring you. So I would at least contact them 2 days in advance, right? Because, you could still book an appointment a day or two later, right? It's very, very important you do this. And then step 3, right? You guys want to have outreach that converts. So you guys could have a cold DM strategy, right? Keep it short, concise, right? Energy driven, right? Have a hook in it. It's going to work very well. You guys could do cold email, right? Make it super personalized, 1 to 2 sentences long. Don't make it anything crazy. And you guys really want to be following up like 3 to 5 times, like really, because like 80% of deals are actually going to close with follow-ups, right? It's very, very important you follow up with these people. Like if you're not following up, like you're just wasting out on a shit ton of money, a shit ton of replies, and hundreds of thousands of dollars that could be in your bank account now that are in someone else's. This is a bit controversial, but cold calling still actually works, right? Like, don't do cold calling yourself. Hire a fucking team out to do it. Hire 10 fucking appointment setters from Europe or America just to do it for you and pay them on a commission basis. And you can still book in a fuck ton of appointments. Like, cold calling definitely still works if you have the right system, obviously the right script, and you hire out setters to do it. You don't want to be doing it yourself, right? Think of you have 10 setters and each of them book 1 appointment a day, right? They could probably book 2 or 3, but let's just say 1. Let's be on the low end, right? That's 10 appointments a day. Let's say they book 2. That's 10 to 20 appointments a day. Now, step 4 is actually booking these sales calls. So you guys want to use Calendly or maybe like a simple booking link. You could use High Level if you want to. And you want to make the scheduling very, very easy. So you guys want to make sure you're qualifying these leads, right? Do they have a budget? Do they have a need? That's very, very important that you guys get this right. And you want to make sure that they're decision makers, right? You don't want to get no fucking sales rep on or like the marketing manager. No, you want to get the CEO, the fucking owner that is going to make the decisions, right? Because else you're just fucking wasting your time because they're going to be like, oh, I have to talk to the owner first. It's fucking stupid. Get the CEO on. And a good tip too is you guys could use voice notes, right? That is very, very good to book people in. There's softwares out there to use it. Now, step 5 is actually closing the deal. And that is the sales call framework. So how you guys can structure this is using the pastor method. So you guys want to, first problem, identify their main pain points, basically showing how their pain points are costing them money and time, right? It's basically not good for their business and they're losing out on business. That's what you really want to hit home here. And the solution to this is, right, presenting your service as the fit. That is letter S. Then you have transformation, right? What does success actually look like? And then obviously you have the offer, right? Making the pitch. And then you have the response, right? Objections. And then obviously you fucking close the guy. So the key thing here is to focus on their problems, not the service, right? You really want to have them know that they're in a shit situation. And the only way for them to get to their heaven situation is through you, the bridge that will get them there. You really want to make them feel understood, right? You want to agree with the prospect. Now, step 6 is the offer that gets them to say yes. If you guys have urgency and scarcity, that's going to help you close, right? If you have an urgency like, hey, you need to do this, right? We're only signing, 3 more clients, right? We can only hold your spot for another week, shit like that. Scarcity, it's going to help a lot for you on closing the actual deal. So you could say like, Normally our program is 10K, but for action takers, it's actually 4.5K. People really need a reason to actually act now, right? That's the main way you're fucking doing this, right? You have to have an incentive base there. Big thing of doing this is price, right? People want to pay lower price, right? They don't want to pay a higher price for something. Step 7 is actually delivering good results, right? You want to make sure your service is top notch. And here's the thing, guys, if you do not deliver, you don't have a business, right? The whole, then it's just a fucking scam at that point. The whole reason for a business is to deliver a good service to your fucking customers that either gives them satisfaction or gives them fucking money, right? For instance, like you have a coffee shop, right? It gives the customer satisfaction because they have good coffee, right? But for an SMMA business, you're giving a service away that is making the client more money, which is giving them a satisfaction, right? Because they're getting more money from you. You're making them more money. And the reason service delivery matters, right, is because you have more case studies, right? You have more client testimonials. Clients stay longer, right? It's reducing your churn rate. So if you have more clients, right, they stay on with you longer, you're going to make more money because you have recurring revenue. Then you have testimonials, which you can sign more clients, right? Because there's proof of work there. So it's going to make everything so much fucking easier if you deliver a good service. That's literally everything you need to know to land your first SMMA client. So yeah, if you guys want help signing your first ever SMMA client, I actually run a consulting company where I help agency owners scale to 10K per month within 90 days, or we literally refund everything, like everything that you paid us. We'll refund everything. So if you guys actually want to hit 10K per month within the next 90 days, then you got to schedule a call with me below. Right? Schedule a call. I'll talk to you on the call, go over everything, and we'll just see if we can obviously help you. So yeah, that's basically it. The link will be the first in the description to book in that call. And yeah, that's essentially it. I'll see you guys later, and peace.